regaining peace. Sometimes we all experience moments of panic. Some moments are warranted, but it seems most are not. It's simply a case of our minds grabbing hold of a worst-case scenario and running wild with it. These situations can be overcome. In this guided meditation, we will explore ways in which we can rise above our panic and bring forth our peace. Our first line of defense is our breath. Our breathing is something we can control, and once we do, it literally resets us and restores us to sanity. As we slow our breathing, we slow our minds and begin to calm down. The mind tends to match your breath. Let's begin to breathe mindfully now. First, we will take a deep breath in through our nose and pull it all the way down into the bottom of our belly, holding it there for just a moment. Now slowly release it out of your mouth until there is nothing left. In our next breath, we will think about the peace and calmness we are breathing into our bodies. Breathing it in, holding for just a moment, and now releasing all the tension in our bodies as we slowly let our breath all the way out. In our last deep breath before we move on, we will think about all the joy and love we are breathing all the way in to the core of our very being as we breathe our very deepest breath in. Hold on to it as we feel how complete we are now, and exhale slowly as we move toward a better moment. Now that we have focused on our breath, notice how much slower and deeper you're breathing than you were before. Continue to breathe deeply as we move on. Next, we will count. Somehow, the act of counting gives us a place to focus our minds and helps us to continue to slow down and relax. We can count anything. Why don't we picture ourselves sitting in a comfortable chair, looking out a window overlooking a beautiful garden. There is a bird feeder right outside the window, and one by one, there are 15 birds coming to the feeder. Here comes the first one. Here's bird number 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. With every bird that comes to the feeder, we are feeling more and more comfortable and relaxed. Here comes bird number 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. By now, you are totally at peace and are able to feel more and more complete as each bird flies by. Here comes bird number 11, and 12, and 13, and 14, and 15. Now you can't even remember feeling anything other than this feeling of tranquility. You feel that all is right with the world, because it truly is. Although things might not seem perfect in your world at times, you know deep within that there's nothing you can't overcome, and that you have goodness to bring to every situation. Now that we are breathing deeply, and now that our minds have slowed down, we can focus on gratitude. What are 5 things that you are most grateful for right now? Here are some things I'm grateful for that maybe you can relate to as well. I'm so grateful for my health. Although I may not have perfect health, I have many things to be thankful for regarding my health. I can hear. I can see. I'm currently not sick with anything, just to name a few things. I'm also grateful for the people in my life that make my days easier. That includes my friends and family that I love. It includes the people I work with that help me handle my responsibilities. It also includes the people in my world that help me check out my groceries at the store, the waiter that brings me food at restaurants. The list is really endless when it comes to being grateful for the people that make my life easier. I'm also grateful for all the beautiful days I get to experience. Even the cold, rainy days have their own aspects of beauty to enjoy. I'm grateful for my mind that I can use to think of good ideas, or use to recall happy memories, or that I can depend on to think of things to be grateful for. And I am grateful for the chance to start over every minute of every day. When things aren't going my way, I can just start over. I can create a different mindset and look at the world from a different point of view and just start right over from wherever I am. Gratitude is a helpful tool to remind us of all that is going right in our lives when we feel like everything is going wrong. The last thing I would like to touch on when dealing with overcoming panic or simply the feeling of being unsettled is our state of being. Our state of being is something we can determine. Oftentimes, we tend to think it's our situation that determines our state of being, but that is simply not true. Because you have the ability to control and slow your breathing, the ability to refocus our minds through counting as an example, the ability to focus on all the things we have to be grateful for. That is proof that we have the ability to choose our state of mind. And it's this power that will get us through the hardest things that life might throw at us. When we realize that we are unhappy, fearful, angry, or any negative state of being, it's at that very moment when we can stop and say, hey, I don't like this. I'm not going to allow myself to feel this way. Our next move is to make a choice of how we want to feel. If I want to feel confident, in control, and peaceful, I simply need to take a moment to recall how that feeling feels, through recalling a memory of a time when I felt that way, and then take some deep breaths, breathing in those feelings, and breathing out the negative feelings that are no longer serving me. That may sound too easy, but really, it can be that easy. You get to choose what state of mind you wish to operate from in any situation. This is your superpower. You might not have known you had a superpower, but in fact you do. Probably many superpowers, actually. This is one you have without a doubt. Now that you are aware of it, it's time to start using it. It may take some practice, but we have gone over some steps you can start to take. If you practice it every day at least once, I promise you in 30 days you will start to see how easy it can be. And just think, if you can change your state of mind to one of a peaceful warrior, the next time you come up against a situation that could invoke a state of panic, you can turn it around within moments. The possibilities are endless with this skill. You will find that you are in control of your life, and you can make it as easy, as fun, and as wonderful as you want. This life is yours. Make it the life of your dreams. You can